So in this real short video, we're going to talk about two common instructions in Studio 5000 or RSLogix 5000, which is XIC and XIO. So this will be ladder logic beginning, like the basics, and getting into this, right? So I actually have these tied to real-world inputs and real-world outputs, which is on card 3 and card 4 of my trainer. As my trainer, you can see right here I have buttons that are coinciding with this system, and you can see that that does work. Now let's get into what is an XIC. Now these are two common instructions in your up in your, basically they come in your favorites tab in your programming section. Now when it comes to utilizing those, if you wanted to actually edit one of those, you can just drag it down. This would be known as an XIC. Now what you can also do, and I'll show you this, is you can double click on this and you can see right here, you can see what you have already written, or what is already written. It's an XIC. It's called start underscore push PB, and then you have an OTE, which is on the back side of this, and we'll get to that in just a little bit, but let's go through the XIC. Now what an XIC does, okay, so that we commonly know, is if we push the XIC, right, so if the input actually transitions from a 0 state, which it's currently in right now because we do not see any green light or the power flow, basically that is when you look at the green flow, that's the logical flow of the actual PLC processor. Okay, so that's being scanned and it's allowing the flow to go from left to right, which will be in, if this case, it's at a state of 0. So this input, which is input 3 I1 or I0 right here, data 0, which is the input card right here. So if I pull my input card up, you'll see that right here. I have my inputs and my points in contact. So this is based upon my trainer. You can see if I push this, now if I transition it from a 0 to a 1, you will see the power flows through, and it does power this start push button pressed, which is just basically a tag that I made. Studio 5000 and RSLogix 5000 are tag based systems, so often what you'll see is these these tags will be aliased. In my case, that's exactly what I did. I aliased the tag to the actual input. Now, not to get too far into that, let's talk about the XIC and the XIO. So the XIC, again, is monitoring if it's going to be in a high state. When it's in a high state, it allows the flow to go through it, right? So if I push it, it allows the flow to go through. If I release it, then it goes to a state of 0, then it blocks the flow from going through because the power flow cannot go through an open set of contacts, which again is an XIC. Now we have both rung 0 and rung 1 exactly the same, except one is the start push button and one is the stop push button right here. You can see the stop push button right there does the exact same thing. It illuminates the stop PB underscore pressed. Now we have these down here, and this is what you would normally see in a normal startup procedure of something that nature. I just put in some real simple logic to say, okay, if the start push button is pressed and the stop push button is not pressed, then the system will run. Now in this case, we are using an XIO. So if I were to double click right there and double click again, you can see there's an XIC, there's an XIC right here, and there's an XIO. And you can actually see the whole statement written out here, and I'll copy this and throw in a notepad so that you can see this a little bit better. And we'll see if we can't get the font to be a little bit bigger so you can kind of see that. And you can kind of see the way that whole rung is written out. Now, oftentimes you don't actually program that way. You program just by a drag and drop. Really simple, real easy to do. So what's actually happening here is this is a common seal-in circuit, which is if the start push button is pressed and then the stop push button is not pressed, then it will turn on the system run, and the system run right here will latch itself in. So I'll show you that. Push the start button and you see it latches in. And as you see, the light actually illuminates on that, right? You can see the light coming on the green button. You can see the light coming on, and that's because when I press the start push button, I'm also turning on an output. So in that case, I am actually turning on an output, which is local 4.0. Now, if I do the same thing on the stop push button, you can see that it also illuminates too. Now, that's a real world I/O that I have tied on my trainer. This is currently tied to my trainer that I have, and again, I'll be showing a lot more of that like I have in the past, but I wanted to actually show some real simple logical controls so that you understood what an XIC is. It allows power to go through it when it transitions from a 0 to a 1 state, and an XIO, what it does is it allows power to go through it when it's in a 0 state, and when it goes to a 1 state, a state of 1, meaning it's pressed or it's getting its signal, right, then it does not allow power. So if I press both of these, you can see that the system will not run because, again, I'm pushing both of them at the same time so they both have power. So the XIC and the XIO are opposite of one another, meaning one allows power to go through it when it transitions from a 0 to a 1, and the other allows power to go through it when it's a 0, and when it transitions to a 1, it does not allow power. So just to kind of get some confusion kind of cleared up, the two common things you're going to see in ladder logic and are most used in ladder logic are going to be your XIC, your XIO, and your OTE. Now the OTEs are outputs, and that's energized, so it's just an energized output. But again, we'll talk about that in later videos. What I wanted to talk about in this video, again, when it comes down to, you know, actually understanding and comprehending the true form of what an XIC is and an XIO is, I wanted to pass that information on in a short, sweet, and, you know, real simple video. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you learned a lot from that, and we'll see you guys on the next one.